coming to you live from Natural Sunshine's home office here in Lehi, Utah. My name is Scott Terry. I have the pleasure of being part of this webinar along with three of my esteemed colleagues. We have Shandy Hatfield, our own Ginger Sunshine. We have Brian Wall, and we have David Villasenor coming to us from his office in Long Beach, California. The four of us are your hosts for today and are really excited to get to spend the next few minutes with all of you. We have some fun announcements, some fun things to share, and hopefully get you excited about the opportunities that are ours as we begin this new year. As always, if you have any questions or comments, we invite you to take a moment and type those in. We will make sure that we save some time at the end of our call together to go through your questions and comments and address anything that you would like to discuss. We hope that 2017 was an incredible year for you. I'm sure that in many ways it was. But now 2017 is behind us, and we're just days into 2018 with a year filled with opportunities. And so we're thinking that this ought to be all of our year of IN.FORM, and we're going to show you how that can be the case with some announcements that we will share here in just a few moments. But before we get to the excitement that is a part of 2018, we wanted to recap some of our fun successes that we saw with you, our coaches, during 2017. And to do that, we're going to ask Shandy to take us on a little tour of some of the pictures that have come in, some of the coach spotlights we've had. So Shandy, would you like to lead us, share with us some of the fun events of 2017?
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Scott. And hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be with you. We are just so excited for 2018. We really have some really fun and exciting things planned, and just think that this year is really going to be huge for IN.FORM. So we're super excited. All right. So like Scott mentioned, we did have just a lot of really great success last year. Here's just some of the before and after pictures and different success stories. We had all kinds of stories come in, not only with weight loss, but for so many different areas of health improvement, better sleep, better energy, improved immunity, all kinds of different areas. So those were really fun for us to see here at home office. We also had some really great success stories with our coaches. You may have seen out on our Facebook page and featured in our newsletter. We highlighted some of you coaches and the really great successes that you've had this year, and how you've really built your business and helped so many people with the IN.FORM program. And we are going to feature many more of you in 2018, and the successes that you're having and the successes that you will have as you continue to build your business with IN.FORM and to help others. So that was really fun to feature some great success stories, not only from coaches and participants. So, all right, and this little diagram, I just wanted to lay out some of the groundwork for 2018. So IN.FORM, we've all been able to see a lot of the benefits, of course, with weight loss specifically. It's a very visual type of success. You can always see that. But IN.FORM really is a complete wellness program. And this diagram you may have seen quite a bit. It's in the IN.FORM manual, of course, and we've shared it in many different places. But when we focus on gut health, the benefits are really far-reaching. It's more than just that weight loss. We are impacting numerous areas of our health. Really, you could say all areas of health are somewhat connected to the gut. Immunity, blood sugar, our hormones, our respiratory, and of course our weight are all, our gut health all has an impact on those areas. So what this is showing is we looked at from like the CDC and some different areas, different health incidences that kind of fall in these areas. So like, for example, there's 61 million different incidences of skin issues of some sort within the United States every year. 29 million of blood sugar, 51 million of respiratory, so on and so on, you can see. And we added all of those up, and there are 408 million different health issues that are somehow connected with gut health. So as you can see, there are hundreds of millions of different people and incidences out there that IN.FORM can have an influence on. And so I just want you to think broadly, because I think sometimes we've thought specifically about weight and just maybe seeing who we can help with the weight issues, but IN.FORM is much farther reaching than that. And as you can see, there are hundreds of millions of people out there that really could use our help. And so with that being said, you're in the right place at the right time. We have the program that can help really with total health. And what better time to get started with that than now? Now's the time when people are ready to make improvements to their health and make changes. And we really do have the program outlined to help them with exactly just that.
And the products, right? Program, products, connections, bringing it together. You know, we've always had that compassion that our leaders bring to people when they're dealing with health issues like this. So it really is. And I love how you encouraged everybody to think broader in 2018. You know, just really think of IN.FORM in a much broader sense and a much more large scope, so to speak, so that you can see the people around you that need your help and need your answers, need that program, need that product. So
exactly.
Very good point. I love that about 2018. Okay. We're going to focus on doing the same thing here with our marketing materials and our messaging. And
exactly.
So awesome.
And you'll see a lot of education come this year around the broad reaches of IN.FORM. So just kind of stay tuned for some things that we're working on there. Scott, did you have something come in?
So Mara just typed in a comment, which is perfect, Mara, and thank you for asking this question. Give us a chance to clarify a bit. Mara says, so these figures are the number of people with those issues. For example, 14.8 million people struggle with neurological issues, and that's it. So we have an opportunity to help 14.8 million people with neurological challenge. We have an opportunity to help 51.8 million people with respiratory issues and so on.
Exactly, and that's just an issue that comes up within a given year. So.
And we've long held the belief that the gut is responsible for so many diseases within the body, right? And of course, we've long taught the systems are linked together, and this is just a great study or proven through study and product program method for everybody to share, right, to get results.
Exactly.
So it's a great opportunity to reach out to more people. Don't be afraid of what you have and start sharing. In fact, we're going to probably talk a little bit more about that in just a minute, goal setting, some other things. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And while we're talking about this slide, Julie asked a good question. She says that the 100.7 million number on the hormonal portion of this slide, she's wondering if that's men and women. I'm supposing
I believe so.
A combination of both, correct?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. So as you can see, there are just so many different people out there, and a lot of people that maybe don't even have weight as an issue, but they have other challenges that we can help with because we are a wellness program. We are addressing the total health at the core, which is your gut health. So just keep that in mind as you're reaching out to people through this year. So we're excited for 2018, and I'm going to turn it over to David. He's going to talk about kind of our mindset. Do we want to control of the mouse?
Absolutely. So David, let's give you control of the mouse here. Okay, so you should be all set to lead us on this next portion of the conversation.
Perfect. All right. Thank you both, Shandy and Brian and Scott. I mean, like you, I am really excited about what's happening and the direction that we're heading in, and this new year. You know, like Shandy said, it is in the right place at the right time. And so with that, as we kick off the year, as so many people do this time of the year, they take a time to reflect on what their 2017 or what their year before, how it went, and also it's the best time to reset and kind of create that mindset for the rest of the year. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? What goals do you have to accomplish in 2018? And so we thought it'd be a great opportunity to really kick off this webinar as we start talking about the mindset and what that means and how that can really, how it's a really determining factor for success. And I like this quote here from Tiffany Peterson, because it really shows that the mindset with the skill set is what equals results. And so that just validates that your mindset is just as important as your skills and everything else that will go into giving you the results that you're looking for. So let's advance here. Okay, perfect. So what does that mean? For those of you that perhaps are not familiar with the path to prosperity, that's where some of this information can be obtained. You can see where you can get a copy of the Path to Prosperity workbook. But the mindset, you really want to look at it as it's the lens that through which you view the world. So it's really your own belief system and your own attitude towards things, how you approach things. And so we're really influenced by what people tell us, what we read, and what our own belief system in ourselves is. And so that really, if you're able to change that for the positive and really focus on what you can do and the possibilities, you have a higher opportunity, a higher percentage of being able to achieve your goals. One of in the Path to Prosperity, we quote Henry Ford as saying, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so that's a very powerful message, because whether you're working on a program for well-being to improve your health, or if you're doing this as a business, it's really your mindset that's going to determine your outcome. So it's creating that belief in yourself that is so important. The same thing goes for anything out there in life. Think of stress, for example. Depending on how you view stress, it can either be something that enhances or can debilitate. And so it's our outlook at things, how we look at what's to come, and how we set ourselves up for success or not. So one of the things that a lot of you have already done is a visual reminder, a vision board. This is so helpful in being able to keep you focused. And again, now is the time to, if you haven't taken the time to create a dream board, a vision board, this is really the time to do so, because it's going to remind you, it's going to keep you focused, despite what people or other people might say to you that will distract you from that. Having a visual board, a dream board, really is what will help you focus on a daily basis. It's something that you want to take a look at and review. So these are all helpful things to really think about as we kick off 2018. Again, such an incredible opportunity that we have with the microbiome and what the IN.FORM program can do for so many people. So, the influence that we can have and the impact that we can have in the world and changing people's lives, both in their prosperity and in their health, is tremendous here with Nature Sunshine. So I'm happy to be a part of it, and again, it's really setting ourselves up for 2018 and for success with everything that we have. We have so many tools that are available now and that we continue to put together, to develop. But we want to invite you to review the Path to Prosperity. If it's been some time that you haven't looked at it, look it up under naturesunshine.com, under resources, and then under business. It's one of the handouts there, and it's a workbook that you can do just that, work through some of the questions, and really set you up in starting off and setting your goals and creating the right mindset. So again, that mindset for success is, let's see, I can't advance to the next slide here.
Sorry about that, David. We'll advance it from our end here.
Okay, so yeah, just to reiterate that the mindset combined with the skills and the activities are really what's going to get you where you want to be. And again, it's really, that mindset is just as important as anything else. So, okay, so with that, I will turn it back over to Scott. So thanks, everybody.
Excellent information, David. Great items, great inspiration. It starts with mindset. There's no question, and you've given us some things to consider as we get ready to move on to the actions that you just mentioned a moment or two ago. You gave us some insights on goal setting. For most of our coaches, I think they've all had the opportunity to go through what we call our SMART goal, or the SMART goal portion of our certification program. So we're confident that everybody knows how to set SMART goals. And we're also confident that now that we're into the new year, hopefully everybody has sat down and had an opportunity to make some New Year's resolutions, set some goals of what they would like to see happen as they move into 2018 with the IN.FORM program. So with the mindset checked and with goals checked, let's talk about the action. What can we do? What's in place here collectively as a body of informers that we can tap into to help us grow our Nature Sunshine business? Many of you are familiar with our Health to Your Home program. This is a promotion that we introduced this past December. We wanted to test a concept, and it was a great test. And the test went very well. It was received very well. And based on the results of the test, we decided that we wanted to continue the Health to Your Home concept or promotion for the first quarter of 2018. So let's talk a little bit about what the Health to Your Home is. And in a moment, we have a special guest that we'll bring onto our call that was one of our very successful participants with the Health to Your Home program, and we'll ask her to share some of her insights with all of us as well. But for those of us who may not know a lot about the Health to Your Home yet, the idea is to create a gathering of a few people at either your home, maybe more ideally even at a host's home. So we would invite you to look at your network of family, friends, coworkers, reach out to them and say, hey, I have an incredible program that I am part of. We call it the IN.FORM program, and it's all about restoring balance to the gut. And once we do that, we're going to see all kinds of great health improvements occur. Remember that slide that Shandy just shared with us a little bit ago? There are 9 different points on that slide that are positively impacted by restoring the gut microbiome. So you would have a brief conversation with a potential host and say, hey, I want to partner with you to make our little neck of the woods a little more healthy. And so this is what I'd like to do with you. Can you get a few of your friends to come over to your home for an hour? Could even be like an open house type of setting where people come and go, or you can have everybody meet at the top of the hour, and then you talk together for an hour or less, and then you let everybody go. But get everybody together. Have your BioTracker with you so that they have an opportunity to experience the power of the BioTracker. The power being those 8 unique metrics or numbers that can be identified once a person steps onto that BioTracker. You all have a testimony of the power of the BioTracker, so let's leverage that and use that to our advantage. We would also suggest that you have some samples of perhaps some of our proteins available for the people to try, the guests to try. And in just a very casual, inviting, non-threatening way, you introduce the concept of the IN.FORM program. It could be something as simple as indicating that you, as an IN.FORM coach, are versed in a 13-week program, or customized to your liking. If you want to shorten it, that's certainly your prerogative. Or you can follow the model that's been created and go the full 13 weeks. But just dangle the IN.FORM concept out to these hosts, or to the guests that the host has brought together. And here, before we advance the slide, you'll see one of our IN.FORM coaches right there front and center. That's Gina Schatz from Ohio. And this is a gathering that Gina put together for a Health to Your Home meeting. You see the BioTracker there. Gina's holding one of our shaker bottles, and likely held or has some samples available for people to try. Now, there are some benefits for the host, and there are some benefits for you as the coach. So let's illustrate those now. So for the person that has stepped up and said, yes, I'd love to be a host, what do they receive? Well, a host with 7 or more attendees, okay, so these would be people that are not yet a member of Nature Sunshine, guests of the hosts or hostess. If they have 7 or more that attend this BioTracker party or Healthier Home event, the host will receive a free bottle of our Inspire essential oil. Okay, so we'll get that to the host.
And Scott, just to chime in, we don't require that all of them be non-members. So if you do have some members mixed in there, that's okay too. But I mean, ideally, you'd want to have as many non-members as possible because those can just add to your group.
Thank you. That's a good clarifier, Shandy. I misspoke. So you're right. It could be a combination of existing members or non-members yet. So thank you. So if you have 7 or more, the host will receive a free bottle of Inspire essential oil. Now they can also receive one of our good or better or best kits that we'll talk about here in just a few more slides. If at that particular event, you, the coach, and the host, if combined, you have product sales, Nature Sunshine product sales of $250 or more, the host or hostess will receive our good kit. And again, more information about the good kit momentarily. If you have product sales of $500 or more, they'll receive the better kit. And if during the event you have $1,000 or more in sales, they will receive the best kit. Now, if it would be to your advantage to give the attendees a day or two to think about it, to assemble their orders, we're okay with that. In other words, the sales don't necessarily have to come in at that particular event, although that would be ideal to strike while the interest is high. But you are welcome to give a little bit of time for them to go back and think about it, and then you can add up, submit all of the orders together to hit one of these 3 amounts that we just talked about. Okay, so that's what the host would receive. The coach, so this would be you, you're going to receive 25 I-Inspire points for each meeting that you hold. If the sales are over $250, you'll receive an additional 10 Inspire points. If you have 500 in sales, you'll receive an additional 15 Inspire points, the 25 total on top of the 25 for holding the meeting. And if you have 1,000 or more in sales, you'll receive 50 points to add to the 25 points that you get just for holding the meeting, for a total of 75 points. Now this is where it gets cool. This is where it gets fun. During this 3-month period, during this first quarter, the top 5 coaches that have the most meetings and sales during the 3 months, they're going to win a trip out here to home office, where we will show you the manufacturing plant. We'll give you a red carpet tour of the manufacturing plant. We'll show you our Hughes Center for Research and Development here at our corporate office in Lehigh. Hopefully have a chance to meet Dr. Tripp and certainly his staff. So that's awaiting 5 of you that have the most events with the most sales between now and the end of March. So incentives for both the coach and the host. Now, what is the end goal of having these events? The end goal is that your business will grow. Through these Healthier Home meetings, the hope is, and we're confident this will happen, that you're going to find new customers. That's really what we're looking for. People that are interested in taking a step forward in the improvement of their health. You have the program that can deliver that improvement. It will help you fill your IN.FORM groups. As these people become interested, experience the BioTracker, the hope is, and we're confident this will also happen, that they're going to want to be a participant in one of your 13-week or condensed courses that you offer. For many people, many coaches, perhaps that have gotten excited about the IN.FORM program, but really haven't done much with it yet, this can be a whole new business model for you to grow your Nature Sunshine business with. We anticipate that will be the case as well, that maybe this will be something fun. This will strike a chord with some IN.FORM coaches that heretofore have not done a whole lot with the IN.FORM program. This might be what gets them motivated.
And one additional thing that we have going on, if you have a host or maybe a participant at one of these meetings that would like to become a coach, we actually are running a promotion between now and the end of March, and we have our IN.FORM certification only course, the one that's typically $149. We have it 50% off, so it's $74.50 if they want to purchase that before the end of March. So just be aware of that. If you have somebody that's interested in the business opportunity, now's a really great time to get them involved with it.
Excellent. Thank you, Shandy. Very good. So hopefully this is sounding appealing, sounding intriguing to you, and you're seeing it as an opportunity to grow your Nature Sunshine business. Let's hear it from one of our coaches that has been out there participating in the Health to Your Home program and having great success with it. So with that, we would like to invite to our webinar Robin Lang, who is one of our awesome IN.FORM coaches. She lives in Downers Grove, Illinois, which is just outside of Chicago. And Robin, you were one of the coaches that held the most number of Health to Your Home events during the month of December. Tell us what your experience was like, what it's done for your greater Nature Sunshine business, for your IN.FORM groups.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. It was fabulous. I had a great December. It was fun just meeting a bunch of new people and just having these little groups. And I basically just made it fun. It was a holiday season. It worked well. I gave out a lot of information about IN.FORM, a lot of samples. We made smoothies. We did the bio tracker. So it was really great. I did not, really push a lot during the holiday seasons. I just gave everybody information and made it a fun event. And a good note for that is now that the holidays are over and everybody's starting to think we got to get back on track and get back healthy again, now is when the phone calls are coming in. So that's what's nice about the home health thing. You go in there with just a fun attitude, get people to know you, get people to know Nature Sunshine and IN.FORM, and you got to give them a little time to sit on it and think about it, and then they give you a call later. And I have people that said, oh yeah, we had the class and now me and my girlfriend are going to do it together. You try and reiterate to them that it's better to do it as a group or as a buddy system, and then you end up getting two people instead of just one.
Okay, fantastic. So with that, Robin, do you anticipate continuing to participate in the Health to Your Home program for the next little bit? I know you're hoping to come out here to home office at some point. So this just may be the vehicle. What are your thoughts?
Yes, definitely I am. That has always been my goal since I've gotten involved in Nature Sunshine. I really would like to get out there and see it. But that is a goal, and that is going to be an extra perk as an incentive, which it's almost like the IN.FORM program. You do it for your health and your gut health, and as a side benefit, you get the weight loss. So I'm doing this home health to get everybody knowledgeable, to get everybody involved in IN.FORM and Nature Sunshine, and just to get a lot of people healthy. And on a good side note, I hope I get to come out and see Nature Sunshine and get a tour of the facility, which would be awesome.
Well, we hope so too, Robin. I think you're doing the right things that hopefully will get you in the running for one of those fabulous 5 trips. So, Robin, somebody just asked a question that you're the one to answer. She says, this is from Julie. She's inquiring where you hold your IN.FORM groups.
You can actually hold an IN.FORM group anywhere. You don't have to have a specific room or building or anything. Right now, I am associated with a physical therapist, and I have one of her rooms in the back of it's a Pilates and physical therapy. So I do a lot of my groups there. We do groups, though, at homes, and sometimes you alternate. You don't do it at the same person's home at all. You can alternate through the group. It's kind of fun. I always have someone in the group brings a different snack each time. So when it's at a home, it's nice because they can make it right there. You can do it at work, lunch hour. A lot of people have a half-hour lunch. You could bring your bio tracker there. You can do a quick, you get a small group in their lunchroom, and you do just a quick little meeting there. People like it. It doesn't take away from their family time. They don't have to drive anywhere. So you can basically hold an IN.FORM group anywhere. I've done them outside. I've done them in the summertime in the park. We've done it where we take walks. So don't get yourself geared down to that you have to, rent a facility to have these. You don't.
Great point. And I know Julie, the person that's responding, she holds a lot of IN.FORM groups at the local YMCA. So to your point, Robin, it really it can happen anywhere. We've seen successful IN.FORM groups held in innumerable locations with success.
Well, right. And I do know, and I don't know if other states are the same, but our public library here has rooms that don't cost you anything. They're free. You just have to go and register for them. So you can check out your public library.
Very good. Could be as simple as contacting the library. Well, Robin, thank you so much. Great suggestions. We are so glad that you are participating in the Health to Your Home and that it's been as successful for you as it has. We'll watch for continued great things in this first quarter of the year. So keep us posted, all right?
I sure will, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you, Robin. You too. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, with that, we're going to bring Shandy back onto our call and have her tell us more about the Start Your Group promotion that we have going on for the month of January.
Thank you, Scott. Just as we just were discussing with Robin, the Health to Your Home is a great way to help fill your groups. It's a great introduction to the IN.FORM program, and of course, January is really prime season to start an IN.FORM group. People really need that support that comes with meeting on a weekly basis and having that accountability and that support of the other people in the program that are going right there with them, going through the same thing. So it's really an ideal time. So for IN.FORM, we have a promotion that if you start a group with 5 or more people in the month of January, you'll receive a $50 product credit, so that comes as Sunshine Points. And you also receive an IN.FORM swag box. I apologize, that's an old picture there of the IN.FORM Way chocolate samples. We actually have a swag box which comes with 5 t-shirts. These are really cool. I've seen a couple people post about them out on our Facebook group that have received them, but it's a gray t-shirt. It has the IN.FORM logo kind of going vertical down the front, and then on the back it says, what is your metabolic age? So that's really fun. It also comes with just some other fun prizes. We have some scratch and win cards that have some really great prizes like free shipping, free Love and Peas. We even have some free IN.FORM certifications in there. So just some really awesome prizes. And then you can also earn additional product credit based on your group sales. So it's your sales of weight management products. So that includes all the IN.FORM products plus kind of that broader category. So if you have over 500 QB and weight management product sales, you'll get 100 product credit of Sunshine Points, so 150 total. And then if you're over 1,000 QB, you'll receive an additional 100, so a total of $250 in free product, which that free product you can use like to give prizes to your group, to do sampling, to do your weekly shakes. So there's really some great things that you can use that credit for.
Yeah, and you really think about having a group of maybe 5 to 10 people, and if half of the individuals purchase a kit, either a good, better, or best kit, you could really reach the 1,000 pretty easily, if you focus on your message and have a good time, which I know you guys as coaches have seen this happen ones or twosies, but maybe going forward in 2018, make a goal to have a higher percentage of your attendees purchase. Make a goal of having a higher percentage of your participants buy a specific kit, focus on a message and create a package or a program that they can purchase that night at that event. At that training. So, it's looking at 2018 in a different mindset, setting those goals and putting it into action and testing and tweaking and adjusting and doing what's right for you.
Exactly, and it's so important too to really get people started on a program. I always think of Linda Lalonde. She's one of our most successful coaches. She says the products are her tools to get the job done.
Yeah.
So
and if somebody's not getting the results they expect, we can usually track it back to which one of the products are you not taking on the regular basis,
exactly.
or a compliance issue there with the products, or a compliance issue with the program. So we know we have the right program, we know we have the right products, we have the right promotions and incentives that we've just announced and kicked off. Now we're just put it in gear, right? Get in action, just do it, and you'll see those results. So recommit yourself to sharing our message of IN.FORM and Nature Sunshine more and more in 2018.
Exactly, and we'll reward you for doing
just
that.
Yep. I love Nature Sunshine for that. Yay!
Yeah.
Go NSD.
So let's talk about some tips for successful groups. And I think Robin shared some really great things about the location, because that is something that sometimes people get a little hung up on. Let's chat a little bit about that.
Great,
Scott?
let's do. Sure. This is a fun picture that you see on your screen. You see it was taken likely during the month of December, so quite recently. This is from Kim Cassidy, one of our another coach, one of our great coaches in the state of Ohio. So looks like a fun group. I think everybody's smiling almost. Yes. So hopefully they're having some fun. But these are just three quick points, three obvious points that I'm sure you're aware of. These are things that we hear from you coaches that are kind of the common denominators to successful groups, and that is to keep things simple. You have a great coach's manual. It's filled with all kinds of great information. Let that just be a guide for you. Don't feel like as you hold your sessions that it's critical that you go through every portion of the manual. If you want to put it in your own words, if you want to scale it back, adapt it to your style, to your personality, but really keep things simple. We would encourage you to consider holding rolling groups. You probably all know what a rolling group is in the event. That's a new term. A rolling group is simply a group that once they finish the 13 weeks, they immediately start over with week number 1. One of the advantages to a rolling group is that you can plug in an interested new participant at any point along the 13-week course. You don't have to tell them to wait until the next month and a half or however long until you finish your existing 13 weeks. So just plug them in, whether it's week 4 or 9 or anywhere along the 13 weeks. And then as long as you start over with week 1 at the conclusion of week 13, that person will get all of the information from you in the course of 13 weeks. So we've heard a lot of people that hold rolling groups and have found that very successful. They can plug people in as soon as they're ready to join. And above it all, just make it fun. If this is a fun event for them, if this is an enjoyable part of the week for them, they're going to come back, and they're going to tell their friends to come back. I've heard several of you say, and I love this concept, make this event, your group session, the most enjoyable hour of their week. If you can accomplish that, then your IN.FORM program is going to grow exponentially, because that's just what will happen. They'll spread the word for you. They'll be your best ambassadors. They'll help you fill your groups. So keep it simple. Consider holding rolling groups and make it fun. And you can't help but be a successful IN.FORM coach.
When you talk about making it fun, Scott, I mean, what are some of the ideas that people are doing out there? Share it on the Facebook. Let us know what you're doing. Are you having, theme nights where you talk about smoothies, or are you talking about different exercises or follow-up cooking classes? I mean, there's all sorts of different ways people have made it fun and memorable. Kind of girls' night out, if it's just a girls, or that kind of thing. They'll do different things like beauty tips and bring in other aspects of healthy living and clean living, and just make it a broader spectrum. Again, broader, because you're going to be able to tap into so many more people than just narrowing that focus or that message. And so when we talk about having fun, just come up with creative ways to do it. Make a commitment to do that this week. Make that goal this week, to start a group, make it fun, and participants, your friends, and say, what can we do to make this fun every week? You know, what do you like most about what's going on? You know, ask those questions so you know. And sometimes that's the hardest thing. If we get these new coaches that take the online certification, right? They're excited, their business. We've just given them 3 simple tips. Well, and then share that with them, you know, so they can get the ball going so much quicker and not feel like they can't. You know, there's barriers to entry, so to speak, to becoming a coach or even holding groups. So that's the whole idea between the Health to Your Home and IN.FORM in general, is just get people together, share, and move forward in your health goals. So.
And Brian, thank you. Perfect. That was great. Well said. And you said something early on that I think is good. Our Facebook page, our IN.FORM Coaches Facebook page, is a great place. You mentioned this, but a great place, a gathering place for these kinds of ideas. If you have something that you've tried as a coach and found it to be fun and successful, go hop onto the IN.FORM Coaches Facebook page and share it with the other coaches. Likewise, share and learn and share and learn. And
maybe have an activated charcoal mask night where you're making masks, you know, makeup or skin masks. I'm sorry. Out of activated charcoal. But I mean, there's just so many fun ways to make it. Maybe have an essential oil night, you know, you make spritzers, or you can expand it out to, you know, to different things. So
yeah, there's so many different things that you can do
that ties you back to health and to IN.FORM. So.
That's right.
Awesome.
Very good.
Well,
let's reveal the good, better, best.
Yeah, the good, better, best.
Talk a little.
Scott did allude to this back when we were talking about the prizes for the host for the Health to Your Home program. So this is something we just rolled out here in January, and we have some kind of fun add-ons for this month. So basically the idea behind the Good, Better, Best program is that participants that get on a product program are going to be much more successful. But we know sometimes you hear different, concerns, whether it comes whether it comes to price or things like that. So what we decided to come up with was kind of these good, better, best options. And so we'll kind of start with the best option, which I think that's what you would want to start with all of your participants.
It's really a conversion pack, right? Like you're committed, you're jumping in, you're not going to hold back. You've got somebody who you know will take the product and be compliant.
Exactly. So this is our clinically studied program. It's a 4-week program. It's $240. And then this month, just for January, we have 2 freebie items. If you order one of these, you get a free IN.FORM Power Shaker and 11-piece sample. So the little sample packs, which are good to share, they're good for taking when you're traveling. So that's our best pack. From there, we have our better option, which is a 4-week program. It's a little bit scaled back from the full kit, so it doesn't have the full benefits of the clinical study, of course, but it still is a great place for people to start. It comes with 4 bags of protein, so that's enough to do 2 shakes a day. It comes with an IN.FORM berberine and a probiotic, an IN.FORM probiotic. And then for the month of January, we also are giving a freebie of the 11-piece samples. And on both the good and the better kits, we do also have options without berberine. There are some people that are sensitive to that product. We do have versions with cardio kit instead of the berberine, so just be aware that that's an option. And then we have our good pack. It's a 2-week program, so it comes with 2 bags of the shake, so enough for 2 shakes a day for 2 weeks, and then also a IN.FORM berberine and probiotic. And then for January, we have a free power shaker going on with that. So basically, these are our recommendations of places for people to start when they are getting involved with IN.FORM. It has the components that they're going to need to work on their gut health and to really get them started. So
yeah, and the mindset, like David talked about, you know, okay, what do I have available to me? I have these 3 packs, you know, and the skill is when you're having a conversation with somebody, whether it be at the grocery store, in a meeting, or wherever, just with a friend at the gym, or wherever a conversation might come up, the skill is knowing where to direct people, right? And typically, it's always best to present your best option first and then work down rather than try to work up. And so the skill is knowing how to lead that conversation to which pack will most or best suit that individual that you're working with. And you all know how to do that. And so you have the skill because you've listened to people's concerns for years and years, and you're a coach, you're certified. You know the key words that might be said by a client that will trigger where you need to go, right? How much sugar are they eating? How much, how many meals are they having a day? What kind of meals are they having? So you say, okay, well, I can tell this person may not be willing to do the whole pack, so I'm going to give them one of these other options. But so you have the information now, the skill, the mindset's there, you have the skill. So the action, of course, again, is just making sure you're having those conversations.
Exactly. So. Great. Thank you so much, Brian, for that. All right.
Jenny, do you mind going back to that slide? A couple of questions that have come in that maybe we can address while we're talking about this that are perfect. And Julie, thank you for your questions. Julie is wondering where this information can be found on the website.
Sure. Yeah, we have a page set up just for this promotion. It is naturesunshine.com/good-better-best is a direct link for that. You also can find it in the menu under IN.FORM.
Excellent. And a related question, can anybody buy these packs who are already a member, or are they just for coaches?
Yeah, these are for anybody. So they're for coaches, they're for your participants, they're for new members. Really anybody can participate.
And remember, they're great to help you get your meeting cells up, right? So if you have previous participants that are rejoining your group because you're having ongoing groups, or this might be a great way for them to get back on their previous path that they were on. So
exactly. And these packs are really going to help them get the results.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yeah, we think that these are going to be extremely popular. So let's, with your help, let's spread the word on this good, better, best option and get these into the hands and ultimately the bellies of all of as many people as we can possibly get.
It's just a great mindset to have, that you have options, right? That you have choices for people. And you need to remind yourself sometimes of that you do have options to give people.
Good. Thank you. So just one more quick slide relating to the good, better, best. People need a program. You're probably aware of that as you've worked with your participants. One of the tips that we gave not too long ago was to keep things simple. These programs help us narrow this vast 600-plus product line down into a simple, manageable, processable format for our new people. So people need a program, and these are three nice, simple options that we can consider putting them on. Additionally, if you're familiar with our marketing plan and know what the Smart Start program is, these three packages, the Good, Better, Best pack, flow nicely or fit very nicely into the Smart Start program. For example, if you sign somebody up using the Good package, then your Smart Start bonus will be between $30 to $40, depending on whether you're Classic or Legacy, and also the cost of the Good pack. They do vary just a little bit. But the point here is to use these, leverage these to take advantage of the Smart Start program and to increase your bonus check that you receive each month.
And sometimes, I think, Scott, sorry to interrupt there, but we talk about systems, and people need to, if you have a new coach, they want to see that they can make some money quickly, right? Most people need to make some money to see that their time and investment is worth it. And Smart Start bonuses are one of the best ways to do that. So by focusing on these packs. But sometimes I think it's also drilling it down to needs, right? Maybe you're working with a participant and they want a new pair of running shoes or walking shoes because they haven't had a pair of shoes. They're getting back into health. They're doing different things. Or maybe they want to pay for their gym membership. Well, I can show you how to pay for your gym membership by sharing what I just talked to you about. It's called our Good, Better, Best pack. It's part of our IN.FORM program. It's so much more than health, so much more than there's all these ties to health. And so there's different ways to present the same information or be aware of it. Going forward in 2018, really look again. We're kicking off IN.FORM 2018, kicking it off right now. We're talking about Smart Start. Smart Start's been around for a while, but how do you do it differently now than you did before last year, right? Well, it's listening for clues that where you can share this one simple message, which is with Nature Sunshine, not only can you find your health needs taken care of, but you can also find your financial needs, whatever they might be, small or large, a pair of shoes or a gym membership or extra $500 a month. As you start sharing that message and be aware of it, be tuned in to people's needs, not only physically through their health, but their financial needs, we have answers for that too. Right. So as informed coaches, you are our ambassadors to carrying so many messages. And that's why INFORM has worked so well for people, is because you're able to link or connect the dots, or however you want to think of it, so many different products and programs that Nature Sunshine has to offer. There's nowhere else in the marketplace you can find this kind of service, this kind of product, this kind of tie-in. So as informed coaches, you should wear that badge proudly. Just go forward and know that you have answers and start this year off right. So, you know, that's why when I see, like, you think, oh, $30 or $40, well, that's a good pair of running shoes or walking shoes. Maybe that's an exercise outfit, you know, maybe that's maybe that's some extra groceries to buy better foods, cleaner foods than boxed or packaged foods. I mean, there's lots of reasons why people can't achieve their health goals, and sometimes they're not as big as we might make them to be, and they can be answered by a discussion on the financial side too. So that's why we bring up, you know, these benefits for your business. And it's just, but how do you put that in the right perspective again? How do you put that in the right skill or conversation and help people really get the results? So
good. Awesome. Yeah, good practical application of how to take advantage of these 3 kits with the Smart Start program. Excellent. Well, very good, folks. We're rounding the bend, and we're almost heading for home here. We've had several questions come in. We'll get to those here in just a moment, but we do want to talk a little bit about our brand new IN.FORM Challenge, and to help us relaunch the IN.FORM Challenge, Shani.
Sure. I'll take it away. So IN.FORM Challenge, you're familiar hopefully with this. We've been running it for a long time. We decided for January we are going to run a special New Year's IN.FORM Challenge where we are all going to register and go at the same time. So we're all going to be setting our goals and working on
locking arms in arms.
Yes,
we're going to all
together.
Do it together.
We're going to have this big crowd.
One start date. Yeah,
exactly. No, thanks, Brian. So what that means is we want everybody. You can register, your participants, even if somebody's not involved in IN.FORM, anybody can join. And they need to register, mark this date on your calendar, January 20th, which is coming up.
It's a Saturday, next Saturday, yeah, or a week from this Saturday. Yep.
Okay, so we got about a week and a half to get all those registrations in. So they must have an account to participate, but like I said, anybody can participate, and they need to have an average of $100 per month in a program. So we know that programs get results, and so that is part of this.
So you told me to have fun with something. You told me to have an in-home meeting. You told me to make it fun and simple, and yet here you have an opportunity to put it all together, right, with the IN.FORM Challenge. Have an IN.FORM meeting, have fun, bring everybody in, say we're going to all do this together, talk about ways you can do that, talk about the program packs that we've talked about that would easily meet the 100 QB a month requirement, and commit each other to a 13-week course. Right there, you have it all bundled up into the IN.FORM Challenge to get things going.
And the really great part is the rewards. Let's see if I can advance.
Wait, Nature Sunshine rewards you again? Wait,
always.
Isn't that a message? I've drilled that home for 22 years now, that Nature Sunshine is one of the only companies out there that rewards their distributors over and over and over. It's just it's great, the things that are available to you if you know about them, and we'll take advantage of them. So.
Exactly. So everybody that participates in the challenge is going to get $25 in free product. So no matter if you reach your goals or not, as long as you participate, you get $25 in free product. So that right there is awesome. Yep. And then we have some great prizes for our winners. We're going to choose 3 winners. The first place winner gets $1,000 cash. They get a photo shoot, a makeover. They get to come to our convention in September, which is in Indianapolis, and they get $300 in product credit. And then if you're the coach of that winner, you get $500 cash just for helping them reach their goals. So as you can see, we've got some awesome prizes there for participating in the IN.FORM Challenge. I just encourage all of you to get your people involved in the challenge and just get them started on their journey.
I think sometimes this has been overlooked in the past, you know, so don't overlook this opportunity, you know, because it's a great opportunity for you as a coach to just really like team up, partner, you know, with somebody and hit the ground running in 2018.
And those coaches that have won these prizes before, they make sure all their people get enrolled in the challenge.
Well, think about all the Facebook posts you can make and all the ways you can do pre-promotion and post-promotion and during the event. I mean, during that 13-week period of time, you could have pictures popping up. You could have, you know, live sessions, you know, where you and your group are just having a fun time, and you can show the world that it's really possible.
Yeah, and one little thing I might spill the beans on just a little bit is if you enroll in the challenge in this special group, we are going to have special deals. And
so you mean if I'm a registered participant in the IN.FORM Challenge, I might have special offers?
You might get a special offer.
So I get $20 for free.
25.
I'm going to be in with my friends. I'm going to try to lose weight, which we all, well, you know, we all need help in better ways. But at any rate, sweet, special deals.
Special deals. So stay tuned and get enrolled. All right. Do you want to advance to the next one, Scott? I think we're going to talk about.
Okay. We're going to bring Brian back and talk.
And folks, as IN.FORM coaches, I just don't know if you know how great you have it. I mean, you should really just be proud. We have an opportunity, of course, to win some fabulous travel incentives under the umbrella of our INSPIRE program. 2018 is the year, right? 2018, the Baltic Cruise in July and National Convention in Indianapolis in September, as Shandy just mentioned. The thing that we want you to remember as IN.FORM coaches is you have a special opportunity to earn IN.FORM points for doing the things that we've just talked about, for putting this information into action. But the qualifications for these two trips end in March 31st. So you have a few more months. You can see the finish line. You're bending the corner, however you want to say it. You can see it. You know, run hard to the finish line. Don't give up. You know, no matter where you fall on the leaderboard, engaging in the activities that will generate results is what the INSPIRE program is all about. So let's see if you can. Let me just share a few thoughts as we wrap things up here. I always like quotes. I don't know why they just speak to me. So. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. And that's really what the INSPIRE program is designed to do, is you get points, just as we've talked about in this webinar alone, we've identified several ways that you can earn INSPIRE points. You get 25 points for holding a qualified help to your home meeting. There's ways for you to earn additional points if you have to sell. There's all sorts of different ways. Well, we have also built into the INSPIRE program, the points for just IN.FORM coaches. And so you guys have a great opportunity. January is the month. We have some incentives already built into it. Thanks, Scott. You can see here where you can earn additional points for INSPIRE in the month of January. Wait a second, did we just tell them that they could sponsor people with the kits and they would qualify? And now here we have bonus points in January for INSPIRE. Well, great. You can imagine holding an in-home, healthier home meeting, right? An in-home meeting, having a group there buying it, selling a kit, and then sponsoring somebody as a new Smart Start sign-up. We're giving 30% more Smart Start bonus points, I should say. Sorry. You see how that works out? Instead of 10, you're going to get 13. Instead of 25, you're going to get 32. So if you want to run to that finish line quickly, this is the time of the month to do that. And we're going to have special bonus points each of the remaining months, but this is a great month to just jump up that leaderboard as an IN.FORM coach. And what's that last one there? It says, run an additional qualified IN.FORM group after your first, meaning running groups. Isn't that one we taught earlier today? You can get 100 points. Is that 130 points in this month of January? So IN.FORM coaches, we love you. Go after it. Just do it. January is the month. And guess what? We have this new bonus category I wanted to make sure that you were aware of, reactivation, right? So one of the challenges is you meet people, they come, they participate in your IN.FORM group. Maybe they're just a customer, right? And you've lost touch with them. They were on a program for a period of time, they started feeling better, and they drifted away. Maybe your follow-up systems aren't quite developed. You don't have a steady follow-up system in place. Well, you lose sight of some of these people that you've already spent a lot of time and work with, and they're not ordering directly from the company, or they're not ordering from you. And so we have a reactivation incentive or points that you can earn for the I-Inspire trips called reactivation points. Now, the key to this, the thing you need to remember, is that it's 6 months. So if I were an IN.FORM coach, I would go back and look at my group rosters, if you will, from 6 months ago and start looking and seeing who's buying now, who in my downline report are buying. And if there's people that I highlight that haven't bought for 6 months, I'd be calling them up and saying, hey, I have this great, good, better, best option. It's best, you know, and it's great messaging going forward. Or I'm having an in-home meeting, or I'd like to invite you to be a host to an in-home meeting. The options and opportunities are great. We wanted you to be aware of them as IN.FORM coaches because you are, as we said earlier, you're ambassadors for our message, for our company, for our product, and our programs. You guys are driving the future, and we want you to continue to do that. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Maybe you're good right now, right? Maybe the things you're doing are good, but could they be better? And sometimes we hold ourselves back. I know I do on lots of different things, on my health goals, on my personal goals. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. One last quote I just want to share with you as we wrap up the webinar and leave just a minute or two for questions is, the meaning of life is to find your gift. All of you have a gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. I love this quote because what is your gift, right? All of us have gift of charity. All of us have gift of kindness. All of us have a gift of love and compassion to those people and understanding. We have one of the best gifts we can give somebody, which is our health, which is improved health. So our purpose in this life is to give it away, right? And I would just encourage you to make a goal as we wrap up our webinar today in 2018. Make sure that you're willing to do that. Get the right mindset, understand the skills that are necessary, and put your goals into action. And with that, as IN.FORM coaches, you'll continue to make a difference in thousands and thousands of lives across this country and across this world. And of course, Nature Sunshine is there to partner with you. We thank you for all that you're doing. You're an amazing group of individuals, and we appreciate everything that you do to share Nature Sunshine products with others. And we're just excited for the focus of IN.FORM in 2018. So thank you, everybody. And with that, Scott, I'll turn it over to you for some questions, and then we'll wrap things up.
Excellent, Brian. Thank you. People are typing in great quote, Brian. So you've inspired us. So appreciate your words of wisdom here as we do wrap things up. Now, folks, we're just a couple minutes beyond our hour together. We've had several great questions come in. Apologize that we unfortunately won't be able to address those on our webinar today, but we do want to get them addressed. So if we could, we would recommend that you hop over to our IN.FORM Coaches Facebook page, post your questions there, and if you see a question that you would like to chime in on and respond, please share your thoughts. So we'll monitor the questions as well. If there's a question related to something here at home office, one of us will hop on and make sure that those questions get answered there. So we love your questions. Let's make sure they're addressed. So we'll use our IN.FORM Facebook page to do that. We did have one of our awesome Nature Sunshine heroes, our manager, Dr. Jay Vandenhavel from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He is a coach and has several coaches in his group up in Green Bay. And Jay, earlier in our discussion, indicated that he'd like to take a moment as we wrap up to talk just a little bit about protein. So Dr. Jay, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, welcome to our call, Dr. Jay. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you. Awesome webinar, by the way. Got me pumped up. Hey, everyone, I just want to take a minute to remind you about becoming a gut health expert, which is going to be our education week. It begins January 15th. And the reason I wanted to jump in was to let you know the first webinar will be done by Dr. Donald Lehman, who's going to go into irreplaceable role of protein. And I've had the pleasure to see his presentation. I'm very blown away. He has got to be probably one of the top experts that I can think of with teaching and research in the value of protein. So, you know, for our IN.FORM launch in 2018, we all want to be one leg up, right, on the competition. This is a great way to do it. To get into this gut health week talking about proteins. And that being said, you know, when you look at what's happening with proteins and protein shakes around the world, you're talking about plant sources and plant milks and plant proteins. You know, it's going to be a $3 billion industry by 2020. It's amazing how people are looking for what we offer. But we have a lot of competition, right? And you all run into that every day. There's all these different companies and they're promising the same thing. But we are clinically studied. We are clinically proven. And so the more information that you have to back up your offerings, your program, your lifestyle, and it isn't about weight loss, as we heard on this webinar, it's about affecting 400 million different problems. We have the solutions. You guys are all coaches and you offer those bulletproof ideas. And we have whey products and we have plant products and we offer everything that everybody's looking for. And I get a lot of questions from IN.FORM coaches that come to me indirectly and directly about branched chain amino acids, or what's called BCAAs, right? They're all the rage in sports. And it all has to do with something called muscle recovery, or what's called muscle protein synthesis, right? So if these words are like, what's he talking about? You want to be on these webinars next week to understand how powerful it is what we're offering, and studies that show us how we can deal with what's called MPS, so that we are not only offering in-home and retail and to weight loss people interested, we can offer something for everyone, including older people, women, athletes, weekend warriors. We've got it all covered with our options in IN.FORM. And so when you look at these good, better, best options, they roll right into what we're doing. So I hope that pumps you up a little bit and keeps you focused on what's going on with Education Week. And we'll also be getting into the enzymes for a healthy microbiome. I'll be doing that one. And then there's cleansing in the microbiome. There's even essential oils in the microbiome. So, you know, what sets us apart from that competition? What sets us apart from the people that are skeptical is information and education, and we're bringing that to you. So I just wanted to plug that in there. Thanks for hanging in there for 2 minutes. I appreciate it. Love what you guys are doing. Change the world. There's nothing better than what we're doing. God bless all of you, and thanks for the time, everyone.
Excellent, Dr. J. Thank you for hopping on, and great endorsement for next week's Education Week. And as you mentioned, you'll be part of it. This expert on proteins will kick it off next Monday. You're our expert on Wednesday's webinar. We'll have another awesome webinar on Friday, and then wrap Education Week up the following Monday with a message about essential oils and the gut and microbiome. So excellent. Thank you. Very timely, Dr. J. Appreciate your words of wisdom. With that, we're going to let Shandy tell us about our next webinar, and then we'll say so long.
Yes, thank you, Scott. So we have a webinar coming up on Thursday, so in 2 days from now. It will be at 11 a.m., just like this one, Mountain Time. And we are going to be talking about virtual IN.FORM. So if you've ever thought, how could I do an IN.FORM group that doesn't require everybody to get together in one location at the same time? Like, could I do something through Facebook or through a webinar? This is going to be the place to go. So if you've ever wanted to do a virtual group, you'll want to be on this webinar. Our presenter is Judy Pladna, which she has been doing virtual IN.FORM groups and has a lot of great experience. We're going to talk about how you do it, what tools you have access to, and get you started. So if that's of interest to you, please join us. It's going to be great.
That will be fun. Thank you, Shandy. Very good. So just a quick turnaround, a couple days. We'll be right back together with hopefully all of you. Brian, any final thoughts?
No, just thank you. Yeah.
All right. Mr. David Villasenor, any final thoughts?
Not on my end. Looking forward to a great year and so much great information and opportunities. So thanks, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody. So on behalf of Brian Wall, Shandy Hatfield, David Villasenor, and myself, and truly all of us here at Home Office, we are honored by your partnership with us, your loyalty with us, and we are here to do what we can to ensure just an incredibly prosperous, wonderful 2018. Let's own it. let's go out there and take it and own it and celebrate our successes a year from now when we get back on our 2019 kickoff webinar. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. We'll look forward to being back with you in just a couple days. Until then, God bless.
Yay. Yeah.